threads. Checking the threads. Shut up! I'm recording a podcast. Right. Alright. Hi. Welcome to episode 2 of Checking the Threads, the podcast about checking the threads. I'll be checking some threads today, as last week. But first, let's get some housekeeping out of the way, guys. Why am I recording over this bit? I've checked the analytics. I received an email about the analytics, saying that they were so good that I'm eligible for a 70% discount on penis enlargement pills. So that's good if I ever need those. Don't at the moment. Not even blow my own trumpet. I'm just fine with it. More housekeeping. We'll save there's another bit of housekeeping. I'll save that for the end. First off, let's check some threads of the threads. Alright, so let's have a look at the music thread. That's one for the blooper reel. Music board. Okay. The effect of COVID-19 on live music and DIY communities. That's long. I want a short thread. Worst album artwork 2020. Okay. It's mostly pictures. I should have guessed that. Maybe if I had like a live podcast, I could like broadcast these on a little projector sort of behind me. That's an idea. When I get big enough to do that. The analytics suggest the demand might be there, so keep an eye out for the supply, guys. We're going to check the social board now because music board sucks. Doing a podcast, you learn stuff, and that's what I've learned. Hey, things you've been slow to realise. I'll tell you, I was slow to realise the music board sucks. Let's not check the music board again. Okay. Realised after watching Chicken Run for the 8 millionth time that Imelda Staunton plays Bunty and Miranda Richardson plays Mrs. Tweedy. Well, I knew Miranda Richardson. I didn't know Imelda Staunton. See, I'm just learning so much from the threads. It's kind of why I check the threads. I'm not just about making content. I'm about improving myself. I think that's kind of what this podcast is all about. Let's have a look. There's actually a thread here.
Hi guys, little footnote here. I said thread, I meant post.
Chamois leathers, which actually that'll lead on to nicely to the end of the podcast. A little announcement that I have to you, my listeners. Keep on listening, please. Oh, pressed the wrong button. I was meant to. Yeah, I'm nearly done. I just need to do the end bit. Yeah. Okay, that was another great episode. And as I say, there was a bit of housekeeping at the start, and there's going to be a bit of housekeeping at the end too. All in all, a well-kept house. This is about the merch I talked about in episode 1. So you'll remember I really wanted you guys to, really spread the word. Not just about the podcast, not just to get this great content out there, but to get get people aware of the shirts, because I've spent a little edit point. I just went to check how much money I spent on those shirts, and let's just say it was a lot of money. And essentially, as I said last time, I actually just asked them for a quote. I just asked them for a quote on how much it would cost to do. I said to them like a normal batch of shirts, and then what happened is one thing led to another, and I've been charged for 50,000 shirts, and those shirts have arrived, and I have good news and I have bad news. Bad news is they are not shirts, and the design has virtually nothing to do with this podcast, checking the threads. But the good news is they're chamois leathers. You know, they're applicable to in all kinds of situations. You know, never be without a chamois leather. That's it's one of the things I always say. I've never said it on the podcast, but I do say it. I do say that. The other good thing is they say Metallica on them, and you might be thinking, well, that's not good, is it? Because you asked for merch for your own podcast, but you know, Metallica are well known. You know, they've got a big audience already, so I reckon I could probably unload these chamois leathers quite easily. So you know, tell your friends about the podcast, get the word out, but also let them know Metallica chamois leathers. If you know any, you know, metalheads who could do with cleaning their house, Metallica chamois leathers. You know. Ideally do that soon because the boxes are basically all crowded up in the kitchen, and you know, there's some food that'll be going off that I just can't access at the moment, so get your orders in, please. You know, I've got some chicken that really needs eating, so keep on checking the threads.